Hello and welcome everybody. Welcome to the Viva business presentation. My name is Brian Dalmaso and I am a silver partner with the company. And it's my pleasure to share with you tonight the Viva business model. And before we get into that, for those who don't know me, my background before network marketing and entrepreneurship was mechanical engineering. I did a little solar engineering. I was an architect for a while in a build, and I still have a construction company. Mostly traditional businesses and sort of white collar work. I've also been in most trades and construction as well. So I've done a lot of things in my career, but it wasn't until I got introduced to this type of a model where I started to really explore entrepreneurship. Right when I started pursuing my network marketing career, I started studying with people like Bob Proctor. Matter of fact, I met Bob Proctor at a network marketing conference. And network marketing for me, this type of a model, direct marketing, was kind of like the gateway to a lot of other businesses. It really expanded my mind. Caused me to start reading the book Think and Grow Rich and a whole bunch of other books. It led me to mentorship, and it just really led me to a whole different world. And I'm very blessed to have about 10 different revenue streams, and this is one of them. So Viva is a technology model, but I want to talk a little bit again about the industry, and especially now because millions and millions of people are stuck at home, right? So home-based businesses, in the history of home-based businesses, I don't think there's ever been a time where more traffic and more energy is really be driven to home-based businesses. So get a pad and paper and sharpen the pencil. We're going to go through the business model here, and we'll open up to questions right after this, right? So Viva is a technology platform, right? It's a home-based business. It's a technology platform, very similar to Uber and Airbnb, where these companies, they use technology to really revolutionize industries, right? I want you to think about this. Uber is a car company. It's the largest car company in the world, but they use technology to really revolutionize an industry, and they don't even own any cars, right? They just connected people with the internet. It's really what it was. And same thing with Airbnb. So Viva is doing the same thing, but we're doing it in a different industry, right? How many people do you know that have cell phones? How many people do you know have internet or electricity, things like TV and satellite radio, home security? How many people do you know that use any of these services, both individually and also on the corporate level? Because that's what we're working with, right? Viva is a bill negotiation company. We're using technology to upload bills onto a platform, and then we have a nationwide network of negotiators that work for the company that are professional negotiators, and basically you upload your bill and we negotiate it to be lower, right? And the fact of the matter, guys, is it's over $60 billion a year. Think about that, 60 billion with a B, being overcharged to people like you and I and our families and friends. And 6 months ago, that might not have mattered too much, but the way the economy is now, everybody's tightening the belt, right? The economy can change so fast. Everybody's sitting at home, everybody's looking for income, and everybody's looking to lower their bills and to tighten the belt, right? So over $60 billion a year is being overcharged to people like us and our friends and family, right? So what we have here is a platform where you can simply upload your bills. You can get your own website. You can start your own business, upload your bills. You just click on the bills that you have. It's like an Amazon shopping cart. You take pictures of the bills and you upload them to the platform just like you would drag and drop a Facebook picture to Facebook, right? And what happens is our team of negotiators at Viva goes to work and we lower your bills, right? We have a lot of different ways we can do this. We know where all the rebates are. We know where the taxes and the fees and the credits. We know how to negotiate across the board and lower people's bills. And we also have something called metadata, which means we know in all 50 states what people are paying for certain services. So we can leverage that to lower people's bills, right? And here's an example of a realtor friend of mine. We uploaded her bills, took about 3 minutes. This is just one of them. It's her Comcast bill. And you can see here that we reduced her bill and we saved her $1,800 over 24 months. I want you to think about it. It's very significant, right? It's about $80 a month. But you can also see that we had some upgrades. We were able to upgrade her internet 8 times faster. And she also got free Netflix, right? So our team is our professional negotiators. People can't go do this themselves because they're not trained in it. They don't have the metadata. They don't have the leverage. They don't know what to say or how to say it. So they don't really have any leverage and they don't have group buying power. So what I say to people is this is all dead money. It's money that's sitting there waiting for people to get, but they don't know how to get it. Right, guys? And the way the Viva business model works is whatever we negotiate for a client, whether it's your friends and family or a large corporation, whatever we negotiate, we split. So that's our fee. So there's zero upfront cost. It doesn't cost anybody anything to upload their bills. There's no risk. There's no fee for that. You just simply upload your bills and we go to work and negotiate. All right, here's another one. This is a small commercial. There was 6 landlines, 6 telephone landlines, right? And we saved over $8,000, right? So think about all these little restaurants and dry cleaners and all these little businesses right now that are shut down. They could be doing this, and you could be the one reaching out, helping them do this and getting paid for it, because that's what we do. All right, guys, and you can see here, same thing. We saved $8,000, so they get $4,000 and Viva gets $4,000. And then you and I as distributors, we share in Viva's portion of that. That's how we get paid. All right, guys, so we have the negotiation services. That's one of the things on the platform. As a pro member, for a pro membership, we have a whole bunch of benefits and things that we have. We have a travel portal. It's a deep discount travel portal. And it's just like Priceline or Expedia, except it's wholesale rates, right? We're able to go on and access the same inventory as they can, but we can save between 10 to 60% on the rates for things like hotels and cars and travel and all kinds of things. Up until recently, I was using this extensively. I think last year we calculated we saved over $8,000. So very, very powerful thing on the platform. And this is part of a pro membership, right? A travel portal. Another thing on the pro membership, guys, is we have a tool called Outreach. Now, this tool is a tool for building the business. And what it does is we have a tech splits group on Saturdays. When we're building the business, we take 1 hour on a Saturday, and we reach out to people, reach out to 30 to 50 people. And we're using this little app to send the text and the little videos through. So I can send a 2-minute teaser video to somebody about saving money on their bills. And this little app right here will tell me when they watch the video and how much they watch, and if they start watching other videos. So it tracks metrics and it gives you analytics and things like that. It lets you know who's highly interested in potentially being a customer. And that's part of being a pro member as well. Another thing on the platform, guys, as a pro member is we have telemedicine. We have a program called Medicall, which is a Zoom-based service, just like we're doing here. And we have access to a nationwide network of doctors, 24/7, 365. I mean, think about how Viva is positioned right now in front of this wave that's going on, right? People are looking for answers at home. They're not supposed to be going to the hospitals. They can just jump on a Zoom and it's like, hey, my kid's coughing or he's got an earache. You can get prescriptions filled. It's good for up to a family of 5 if you have elderly parents, if you have young kids, just a whole host of benefits. And again, this is part of that $69 a month pro membership. All right, guys, and the last thing we have on the pro membership, probably the strongest thing we have, as a pro member, you get a free tax audit. We are partnered with a national tax strategist. And this company does Tony Robbins taxes. They do Eric Worre's taxes. So they're used to really understanding entrepreneurship and how to file taxes for people that have multiple revenue streams and they're entrepreneurs. And when we use this strategy session, they get back on average of $4,000 to $8,000 for reviewing your last year's taxes. Think about this. You already filed your taxes. More than likely, like 9 times out of 10, you paid too much in taxes. And most accountants, even if you're using a top-notch CPA like I was, are still missing this stuff. They're still missing this stuff. I was blown away. I thought I actually procrastinated on this, and I didn't do this for the longest time. And then I found out I'm going to get back between $12,000 and $15,000, right? And I've had a guy for 20 years. So we have the ability for $99 to sell this to the public. It's a review of last year's taxes, or as a pro member, you actually get this for free. So again, think about people sitting home right now, looking for answers, looking for money. One thing they could be doing is a strategy session and clawing back on average of $4,000 to $8,000. All right, guys, so those are the residential services and the things we can do for your friends and family, but we also operate in the commercial space, and we're gonna do a commercial training after this, which is very, very simple. So we have the bill negotiation, which is the same for friends and family or for big companies. We can do electricity, we can do internet, cell phones, landlines, satellite radio, dish, things of that nature. So we can do the bill negotiation. And we can also do something as a phase 2 called bill auditing. And bill auditing is a much deeper dive. We can audit things like water and sewer, gas, electric on the transmission side, things like trash removal. There's about 30 items we can audit for a company. And there's no such thing as too big of a company. Right, we're working a deal right now. We're looking to get into Toyota North America. So there's no such thing as too big. I know one of the deals is we're looking to get into 900 subways. And we have a lot of case studies on this stuff too. So we have the ability to get 4, 5, 6, and even 7-figure commissions, which is one of the things that separates us from every other network marketing company out there, right? Very professional. We're able to get in the commercial space. And the thing about these bill auditing is they go up to 4 years backwards. I want you to think about that one. Think about a chain of restaurants right now. We're going to deal with trying to get into the 110 restaurants. There's 25 locations, and all these locations are shut down right now, right? So while they're shut down, they could be going through an audit and clawing back 6 or 7 figures that they've overpaid on some of this stuff, right? So very, very powerful right now for businesses to be doing the bill auditing. And phase 3 for a company is we have these little energy efficiency products. We have a suite of products in the energy efficiency space. And these are for things like HVAC, right? Heating and cooling, and also for things like walk-in coolers and freezers. We're able to market and sell these little products, and they save on average a guaranteed 10 to 30% on heating and cooling or refrigeration costs. So again, I want you to think about this for, you know, restaurants and hotels and anybody with heating and cooling. But these companies that are shut down, they could be using these products to gain back some of the monies that they're overspending across the board. All right, guys, and here's an example. One of the Viva consultants went into a convenience store. It was a chain of convenience stores. There was a little gas station with a Dunkin' Donuts and a convenience store. And we retrofitted these little products on. We're saving over $500,000 a year in perpetuity, right? This is not one and out. It's every year they're saving over $500,000 by having these products. And these are warranted and guaranteed for life. There's no moving parts, right? And this is a $60,000 commission for the Viva consultant. All right, guys, so we got everything from 18-year-old kids using cell phones and internet. We could build a business just with cell phones alone, all the way up to the largest companies you guys can find. So we have something for everybody in this business model. All right, guys, I want to talk a little bit about the company. Those are the products and the services we have. Our company was actually founded as a B corporation, which means we are a for-purpose company. If you want to Google B corporations versus C corporations, you'll find out that what we're doing is we're signing up to be audited by the government every year, and they track things like employee satisfaction, consultant satisfaction, customer satisfaction, and we also have to give back at least 1% of our gross revenues to one-at-a-time initiatives and things we're giving back all over the world. We have one of these coming up in Honduras in June if it still goes through. All right, guys, and that tells you a lot about our CEO. She founded this company client-driven, client-centric. Like if you take care of your clients, they will refer you to people, right? So it's a for-purpose company. And everything about our company is all based on our clients, bringing them services that will actually help them. Not something they don't need, something that will actually lower the bills, actually help them out with their health and their medicine, actually help lower their taxes, right? So it's a for-purpose company. You can see here that Cami Baby has a resume that reads like an encyclopedia, right? She started her own marketing and branding agency and had a top-notch, world-class branding and marketing agency. And you can see that here from the branding and marketing that we have. But she's also been on the White House Business Council on sustainable energy. She was one of DSN's most influential women in direct sales. She helped bring a company to the 59th position in the world in direct sales. Think about this. And we were only in 22 states. And it was only one product of electricity, right? She was recognized as one of the top 40 under 40 professionals to watch before she even reached age 30, right? And she was a former chief operating officer of a publicly traded company. So she's more than qualified. She's been in the direct sales space, the marketing space, the energy space, and she's more than qualified to lead this team. All right, guys, so think about the value proposition before I get into compensation, right? We are uniquely positioned in Viva. Everybody's home right now. We have a home-based business, right? Everybody's needing to find more money. We can get you $4,000 to $8,000 back on your taxes, right? Everybody's looking to lower their taxes going forward as well. Home-based medical. People have questions like we can't go to the hospitals. They want answers. We can just punch up a Zoom meeting, fill our prescriptions, take care of our kids, find out about medical things going on. So we have the home-based medical. And the last thing is we're able to reduce monthly bills and make money for doing that. Just think about now, if you get good at talking about this value proposition, your company, your Viva business will absolutely explode like ours is. All right, guys, so everything you're seeing here, this business operates for a one-time fee of less than $200 and $69 a month. And what you're getting is you're getting your own website. You're getting all the marketing, the branding. It tracks all the customers. It tracks your commissions. You get stuff if you want to build ClickFunnels and social media. You get ads and banners and affiliate links and little videos. I mean, everything you need in this business is available for less than a $200 startup. All right, guys, I want to talk a little bit about the ways we earn, and then we'll get into a little bit of a Q&A. You can ask questions on becoming a consultant or becoming a customer or anything in between. There's five ways we earn with Viva. The first way we earn is upfront commissions, right? Everything from $75 for a pro membership to $150 for your fast track bonus and $50 for mentor bonuses, all the way up to what you saw was a $60,000 commission and higher for our commercial services. So we earn upfront money in a lot of different ways. The second way we get paid is residual level pay, and this is a unit level structure. So if you're not familiar with a unit level structure, we get paid to unlimited width and 6 levels deep. What that means is I can start my own business, and I can also start to refer other people if they want to start a business. And that's what we're doing here tonight. You can actually drive people to this webinar where we explain the business model, and we answer questions, and we help people get their businesses started. So you can show other people this business and earn overrides on their businesses. It's very much like the Keller Williams model, right? Excuse me. So we can get paid to unlimited width. It means I can show 5 people, I can show 50 people, I can show 50,000 people. There are no limits to how wide we can grow this business, which means there's no income caps. I want to say that again. There are no commission caps on this business. You could build a $1,000 a month business, you could build a $5,000 a month business, you can build a $50,000 a month business or a $5 million a month business. This is scalable in all 50 states. There's no limits to how big you can grow this. All right, guys, everybody's paying bills, and we're helping people lower the cost of those bills, right? So it's a very easy business model as far as that goes. All right, we're getting paid 6 levels deep here. The third way we get paid is something called weekly base pay. And this is actually taking the place of rank advanced bonuses. If you've ever been in a company where you've gotten a Christmas bonus, or if you've been a part of a direct sales company and you get a one-time bonus for rank advancing, it seems really cool. You might get a $10,000 or $20,000 bonus or even a $100,000 bonus, but it's a one-time event. What I want to tell you, you're always better off getting a weekly pay raise, right? You can see here as a partner at $100 a week, well, that's $5,000 a year. Well, 10 years later, that's $50,000 instead of just a one-time $5,000 bonus, right? At the executive level, you can see it's $1,000 a week. Well, that's $50,000 a year. Well, over 10 years, that's a $500,000 bonus. Do you guys see what I mean? So we're one of the only companies in the world that has this weekly base pay instead of one-time bonuses. And you can see here that it goes up to even $3,000 and $5,000 a week. So this is a very strong, stable income as you build your book of business bigger and bigger. The fourth way we get paid is generation pay. And I'm not going to get too deep into that. It's a leadership pay. And it's very similar to level pay, except it pays generation over generation. So this will start to pay down dozens or even hundreds of levels deep as the company grows over the next 3, 5, and 10 years. All right, guys, and the last way we get paid, again, it's a leadership pool. It's corporate profit sharing. Not many companies in the direct sales space do this either. We're getting 2% at the partner level and another 2% at the executive level. And what that means, I want you guys to fast forward like 3 years from now when the company passes $1 billion, right? What they're doing is taking 2%. So 2% of $1 billion is 20 million. And they're putting into a pool that gets paid out every quarter, and it's going to be split with a handful of people that are in the partner pool and another handful that are at the executive level. And these are compounding, right? So at the executive level, you're actually getting both of these. All right, so there's a lot of things about this company that separate us from the rest of the direct sales space. And I want you to think, number one, I don't have to convince people to use their cell phone or internet. Right? I don't have to convince them to do that. Most product-based companies, you have to sell them on essential oils or sell them on your shakes. In those companies, there's nothing wrong with them. It's just you have to sell people on what you're doing. You have to understand a little bit about it. And you have to be using those products yourself. Well, I use my cell phone and I use internet and I use electricity. Nobody had to convince me to use the products to join this company. Does that make sense, guys? This separates us from everybody else in this manner. And then the second thing is we're recession-proof. I want you to really think about this as you're building a business. If you're going to commit the next 10 or 20 years to it, right? We have a 96% retention ratio because people don't stop paying electric, cell phone, and cable, right? and internet. Even the last recession back in 2006, 7, and 8, people stopped paying their mortgage for 3 years, but they didn't stop paying their electricity, their internet, their cell phone, because those companies will turn off your services. Does that make sense? So there's a few things here that separate us from every other direct marketing company in the world. Number one is we have the ability to get massive 6- and 7-figure commissions, right, on sales. Number two, we're recession proof. And number three, we don't have to convince people to do what we're doing. We just have to show them the benefit of saving money. All right, guys? Now, that being said, this is not a lottery ticket. It's a business like anything else. The other thing you're going to find with us is we don't spend a lot of time trying to persuade or convince people to do this. What I would say to you by now is you either see the value in this or you don't. And if you don't see the value in becoming a business partner, then you definitely want to upload your bills, because again, it doesn't cost you anything to do that. And if you're on the fence, what I would say to you is upload your bills, go through that process, get with the person who brought you here, and try to just upload your bills and see what that looks like, because it's free to do it. The average savings for a Viva customer, if they upload 3 bills, is $1,150. So you got nothing to lose and everything to gain. All right, but if you do see the value and you do see that you might want to do this as a business, we're going to open up and answer for questions. But for $189 one time and $69 a month, you can have your own business. You can start going to work, and we'll show you how you can earn up to $2,000 or $3,000 in the first 4 weeks here. We have some promotions going on right now that are doubling and tripling all of our pay structure, and I'll answer questions on that. But it wouldn't be hard for somebody to legitimately open up a business for $189, upload their bills, start talking to some other people, build a small team over the next 4 to 8 weeks, and add a couple of $1,000 into your pocket for doing that. We'll explain what that looks like. All right, guys, so I'm going to open up for questions and answers. If anybody here has any questions, if you're a consultant or if you're brand new, you can just either raise your hand or you can unmute yourself, and I'll give you guys permission to do that now. So you can unmute yourself and ask any questions that you might have.
Hey, Brian.
Hey, how are you?
It's Derek. How you doing?
How you doing, brother? Good to see you.
Good to see you. Did I hear that right? I'm driving at the moment. To get an autopilot customer, did you say that it was free for them?
Yeah, all customers are free across the board, whether it's residential or commercial. It doesn't cost anybody to upload their bills.
Okay. Yeah, before there was a small fee, and now there's
no. If you're talking about autopilot for electricity, that is that's a subscription service. That's not the bill negotiation.
Okay.
When we do electricity, that's a separate service. There is like a $2 or $3 or $4 monthly subscription for that.
Yep.
But we're also not splitting what we save. They save the lion's share of it. So that's a little bit of a different service.
Okay.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep. But as a pro, I should say this, as a pro member, you do get the autopilot electricity subscription for free.
Okay.
That's another benefit.
That's definitely a plus.
Yep. Any other questions, guys?
Yeah, I would like to know, what's the difference between a pro member and a consultant?
Sure, that's a good question. So a pro member, the first and foremost, you're getting paid all 5 ways. As a consultant, you only get paid the first 2 ways. So it's just a slower build as far as actually earning money. The reason why they have the consultant option, I always say, if somebody's literally sleeping on a park bench and they just can't afford the $189, they have that so somebody can enter at a lower rate and build their way up. So the one thing is you only get paid 2 ways instead of 5. The second thing is you don't get the outreach, you don't get the travel service, you don't get the tax strategy session. Those are all free things as a pro member that they get. Also, as a pro member, you get 20 points right out of the gate. So as we're building our company, you want to hit your fast track bonus. So the fast track bonus is 30 points. And as a pro member, you get 20 points. You upload your bills, you're probably at 23 or 4 points. You talk to like 2 people and you hit your fast track in that first weekend. So it's very easy to earn money when you're hitting that fast track. You get $150 back, which is almost the whole $189, and it gets you off and running. So in my team, always sponsors pro members. If somebody's on the fence, I say, why don't you just be a customer? See if you like it. If you like it, then we'll go forward and build a business. But they do have the option of becoming a consultant for, I think it's $99 one time and no monthly fee. Any other questions, guys? Guys and gals, peeps?
Hey, brother.
Hey, what's up, man?
How you doing, man?
Doing
Hey,
amazing.
question.
Any better, I'd be you.
Don't steal my lines, man. Don't steal my lines. So what would you say to somebody, obviously we both, a lot of us get this question often. It's a pretty simple question, but what would you say to somebody that incredibly sees the value, but says to themselves, well, I'm not sure about the $69 a month about being a pro member?
Yeah, like I said, I would just entice them to become a customer and go through the process. The only reason somebody wouldn't do that is they didn't have belief in what we were doing. So I would just say, be a customer, try it out as a customer, go through the experience. But if you look at the value, I mean, as a pro member, they get access to the tax strategy session, which is going to probably save them between $4,000 and $8,000. So just that one thing alone would entice me anyway. I think somebody that's coming as a consultant, they're just really not sure of what it is. So what I would say is get more educated, ask questions, come on the trainings, maybe even come to a Saturday morning training. So I would probably get more access, go to the website, dig into it, ask questions, but get yourself to the point where you have belief either by becoming a customer or by raising your level of awareness through studying, and then become a pro consultant. If that makes sense.
Absolutely.
Cool. Any other questions? Yeah, we might have some in the chat here. Let me see what we got.
Hey there, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up, bud?
Hey there. Question, affiliates, how much they make if they refer? You know, they're on the border, they know a lot of people, they don't get how this business model works. They get, so it says there's like a thank you or a bonus, or how does that work? How much they get, $5, $50, or how does it work?
Yeah, an affiliate is somebody that is only able to upload bills. They can't build a team. So the affiliate is really for like a business owner. Maybe if somebody owns an insurance company or something, and they have thousands of customers, and they don't want to build a team. They don't want to build a business, but they just want to upload a lot of bills. Or it might be a company owner that wants to give out these benefits to their company. They would become an affiliate. They'd be able to upload bills and things like that. What we're getting is the residual income off of the bills.
Got it.
Based on the 6 levels, yeah.
So one affiliate cannot invite all their family members.
Only as customers. They can't build a team of salespeople, no.
But if they bring in customers, are they going to get something?
Yeah, they get residual income on those bills, which is spread out over the 6 levels of pay there.
So, okay, is there an area I could see more information on that? How it works? Because I'm 3 people asked me the question today. I mean, they want to check it out as an affiliate. They got a couple of family members, and they want to know like how's that going to work?
Yeah, if somebody's looking to earn income, I mean, you'd have to put a lot of customers on there to earn a significant income, because you're talking about making 50 cents off of a bill every month or something.
Okay.
Right. So that's really, like I said, it's not really, if somebody's looking to build a business, they wouldn't be an affiliate. That's more for like a large corporation. Like, I'll give you an example. We have a company called Gentle Dental. There's 89 locations. And that company, if they want to become an affiliate, they now have access to allow all of their employees to upload all of their bills, which is actually like 600 employees. So they'd probably get a few thousand bills, right? And now they're giving a benefit to their company. So being an affiliate is not really a good way to build this income-wise long-term.
Okay. Is this available in Canada yet?
No, it's not, unfortunately. I would imagine that's one of the first countries they're going to, but it's not.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure.
Hey, Brian.
Hey, what's up, brother?
What's going on with you, man?
You get more handsome every time I see you. I don't know what's
going on. Come on, baby. I'm trying to figure out, how does it feel to be number 2 right now? I just want you to bask in the glory right now. So really, the guy that said something earlier, I just want to put a feather in somebody's cap that's listening. When people ask me about the $69, because I'm a business owner and I'm bringing other business owners, that's really the cost of doing business. To have a app that's as operational as Outreach and a website that looks like our website, literally that pays for itself. So I just look at it like the cost of doing business. That's another way to do it. And then you have all the other little extras that come with that. So I just wanted to put that in there.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good point of view. I mean, we literally can make millions and millions and millions of dollars with this. And, you know, my construction company, you know, is over $100,000 startup with tools and equipment and insurances. And So if you're talking about really running a business, it's becomes insignificant. I mean, McDonald's is 1.1 million to start a franchise. Ours is $189 a month. I mean, $189 one time and $1,600 a month. So, I mean, we're not a franchise, we're a direct marketing company, but I want you guys to think like a franchise, right? You could have one Dunkin' Donuts, or you could have, like we do, you could have 1,000 of them all over the country. And you're making overrides on those businesses. Any other questions, guys, before we roll into the commercial part?
Yeah, the question that I had was, what's the ratio? What's been the, or do you have the ratio, or have an idea of what the ratio is for people who have been customers and seen results that have converted over to becoming members or growing or joining the business?
I don't have that information. In my own business, I've had it happen quite a few times, though. I don't know what the company average. That's a really good question. I just know from my own results, I've had quite a few people sort of tiptoe in as a customer, get the result. The reason why I don't recommend you become an affiliate is because if you're becoming an affiliate to kind of see if this works, as soon as you become an affiliate, your fast track clock is ticking, right? So if you're kind of tiptoeing around, the days are ticking, and that first bonus of $150 comes with 30 points. So you're better off becoming a customer, and you say, oh, wow, this works, I like it. Then you become a pro member, and then your clock is fresh. So that's what I've seen. The people that become affiliates and they're kind of tiptoeing in, most of them never hit their bonus because they're just doing it really slow. That make sense?
Yes. Thank you.
Sure.
Hey, one last question, Brian.
Sure, bud.
Oh, I'm sorry, just real quick. Can you go from an affiliate or a consultant and then upgrade? What's the time limit on that?
You absolutely can, and there is no time limit. But
Okay.
you no matter what, as soon as you're an affiliate or a consultant or a pro, your clock is ticking on your fast track bonus. But at any time, somebody can go from affiliate to consultant to pro, even 2 years from now, 10 years from now. There's no time limit on that. I think there is a time limit on one thing. So if you become a customer for somebody else, and then you decide you want to become a pro member because you like it, I think there's a 30-day window there where they will actually allow you to move your customer, like your own bills, onto yourself, if that makes sense. I think it's a 30 or a 60-day window.
So good.
Any other questions?
I have a question.
Sure. What's up, Jazz?
Hey, I have a question as far as I believe you mentioned ads and a banner. If we were to run ads, maybe on social media to bring in clients.
Yeah, there's a whole host of. If you get back into the share center, you'll see there's probably 100 different things for products and the business. There's landing pages. There's affiliate links. And the reason why I don't really talk about that stuff on these trainings is because initially we don't want people getting scattered. Like the way to run this business fast is 4 steps. You become a pro member, you upload your bills, you show 2 or 3 people how to do the same thing, and you repeat. Right? So unless you're a ClickFunnels expert or you're like a social media genius, it's not a repeatable, duplicatable thing. But as people start growing their businesses, or if you happen to be really good in those areas, there's absolutely a whole host of resources for you guys in the share centers. You can just go back there and explore and check it out, and you'll see that all of the landing pages that we have, when you copy the landing page, it has your affiliate link on it. So if that gets shared all over the universe, anybody clicks on that, it tracks back to you. All right, guys?
Thank you.
Brian, I had a question. Commercial gas, does it work as auto switching or autopilot? And does Viv offer that for residential? I'm pretty sure it doesn't. But
it does. We do not offer gas for residential anywhere yet. We offer residential electricity on the supply side in 10 states, but we do offer commercial gas and electricity on the audit side. Okay,
it's audit. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's huge. What are you kidding me? It's huge.
No, I didn't know it was auto commercial, because the commercial client that I'm still working on, it's in a town where they're forced to use the same.
Well, that's on the supply side. We can audit. We can audit the transmission side.
Right. Okay, good to know.
Yeah. The other thing, guys, if you are on the fence, if you are on the fence, you're watching this for the first time, you're on the fence about starting a business, in this country, our tax code is designed for business owners. So if you're an employee and you don't have a home-based business, you're spending way too much. You're spending close to like 35 to 40% in taxes. Whereas people here with a home-based business, we spend around 11 to 19%. So the instant you have a home-based business, you can write off your car, your cell phone, internet, gas, home repairs, part of your home. I mean, we write off everything. I don't have any personal bills. So if you're on the fence about having a home-based business, this country was designed to have that, even if you didn't work the business. Now, obviously, we don't want you starting a business and not working it, but I'm just saying everybody in this country, every man, woman, and child should have a home-based business just for the write-offs alone. All right, guys? So we're going to move into the training part of our show. If you're here for the first time, you can stick around if you want, but this is the part where we actually train affiliates. We're going to talk about commercial. So if you're watching this and you just wanted answers on the business part, you're more than welcome to hop off. You're more than welcome to stay as well. So guys, what I want to talk about is commercial, because one of the things I see that can be a big mistake is joining this business and just chasing large commercials, spending all your energy on commercial. I've had people do that, and I've had 12 months go by and the team hasn't grown and they haven't closed the commercial deal, right? Commercial deals, especially the big ones, they can take months. They can take 6 months to get in there. You got to be able to get to the right people. There's a whole host of things that go along with commercial. Now, it's a nice thing that we have, and I probably spend 5% of my Viva time working on commercial deals. That makes sense? I want you to have that ratio, 95% customer and team building, 5% commercial. So I want to sort of preempt this part of the training with that. All right, guys, because there's leverage in teams. My business, every time I log in, there's 10 new consultants somewhere in the country. Now, it took a while to build that book of business up, but once you have leverage, you can't stop it. And I know my brother Nolan, he's been in some other things. He's built some big businesses. And once you get these machines rolling, you literally can't stop them. So team building, team building, team building. Build a sales team, right? First of all, you shouldn't even be thinking about commercial until you're a P160. You and your teams you shouldn't even be thinking commercial until you get yourself to P160. Now, it's easy to get to P160, right? What you do is you become a pro member, you upload your bills, you talk to 2 or 3 people, you get 30 points. You make a bonus. Sponsor 4 more people, 4 frontline people, right? Help them get to 30 points. They all make their bonuses, and you make bonuses on all of them. And you're a P160. Now you have a team. It's you and 4 people that are duplicating, right? And then you want to help them duplicate. So it's the P160 wheel. Now here's the deal, guys. I'm not going to go too deep, but right now we have a spring promotion. When you get to P160, I think it's $650 in earnings. With the new promotion, it's $1,650. So just understand this. Just for becoming a P160, when you sponsor 4 people, right, instead of $300, it's $550. There's an extra $250. When you get your customer points, you get 20 bills, you're going to get an extra $250, right? And when you help them get their bonuses, instead of getting $200, you're going to get an extra $250. So there's a lot of additional money on the table right now just for building your business. All right, so I wanted to read you the Riot Act. Don't chase commercial. Just use it as a piece of what you're doing. All right, guys? Now, that being said, the way to talk about commercial, most of you are not solar engineers like I was. You're not in the energy space. You're not in corporate sales. You didn't work for GE, right? Most of you people are not having this background of corporate sales. So what you want to do is position yourself in a way that makes sense to the person you're talking to. Like if you were waiting tables last week, you don't want to go to the owner of the company and say, hey, we can do audits, we can do multi-million-dollar, right? Like they're going to look at you and say, dude, you're a waiter. And there's nothing wrong with being a waiter. I just want to give you guys the language to position yourselves, all right? What you would do in that situation, say, listen, I have a colleague or a friend. And you guys might want to write this down. I have a colleague or I have a friend that goes around to companies just like yours all over the country. And I wanted to connect you with them because I wanted to help the company out. Now, what they do is they negotiate all of your overhead costs. It's a free program and it's contingency based. We're gonna go through this a couple times. I know they can look 4 years backwards. They can get money you've overspent. It's probably worth a 5-minute phone call. Would you like me to connect you with my friend? So you want to position yourself as somebody that can help, but not that you're in the business. It's probably not going to make sense to most of these people, right? Unless you're in corporate sales already. Plus, you're taking all the pressure off yourself. You're just saying, hey, man, I know a dude that can help you out. Would you like to get on a 5-minute phone call? Does that make sense, guys? If you do that, you're going to, many, many more times, you're going to get connected to these people. All right. Now, let me pull up a number here. There's a contact. We have a commercial guy. His name is Joe Guglielmo, right? He is on the inside of commercial. He's the guy you want to connect them to. I'm also a guy you can connect to, but I'm a lot less available than Joe, right? I'm here for you guys on commercial deals. If you have one, if you reach out to me, we'll book an appointment. I can help you talk to those people. But you got to make sure that you're getting to the people that make the decisions, you know? When you're working with corporate, ideally you want to get to the chief operating officer, the chief financial officer, or the controller of the company. If it's a big company. If it's a small company, like half a dozen restaurants, you can get to the owner, right? You could also talk to the manager at a restaurant, and they might be able to get you up the ladder, right? So that might be a way to do it. So you want to be able to get to the people that can make decisions before we connect them with Joe. When you find somebody that's a commercial deal, it's a very simple process. There's a form in your back office. If you look in the Learning Center under commercial, there's just a 1-page lead generation form that you fill out. And all it is the company name, the company contact, what the relationship is between you and them, and you send it into Joe. All the directions are on that 1 page in your back office. That's it. It's just a handshake. Does that make sense, guys? So commercial training is not that in-depth. I don't want you to go learn about all these things. You're going to take a year to do that. You just need to understand that we can lower all their bills. That's phase 1. We can look up to 4 years backwards and audit all of their costs, and we can claw back hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's number 2. And phase 3 is we have energy efficiency products that can lower your operating costs on heating and cooling, things like that, between 10 and 30%. So you want to know just a little bit, but that's about it. Other than that, you're connecting them to the friend, or you're connecting them to a colleague, right? Now, the key phraseology is here is that, listen, my friend goes around to restaurant chains like ours or like yours all over the country. This is what they do. Or my friend goes to factories all over the country just like yours, right? So tie it to their business. My friend or colleague goes around to car washes just like yours all over the country, and they're lowering their operating costs. It's a contingency-based model, which means there's no cost. It means that we only get paid if we save you money. It's 100% contingency-based. All right, guys, I like what Nolan said. He said, we won't charge you a nickel unless we can save you a dime. And that's exactly what it is. We charge a nickel if we save a dime. We split it, right? All right, so does anybody have any questions? I mean, that's the commercial training. We're not going to get into, kilowatts and megawatts and things like that. We just want to give you enough to be able to pique interest and submit a lead and let corporate do its thing. All right, guys? Any questions on that?
I do. I got a quick question.
Sure.
What's the name? I'm in the back office right now. What's the name of the paper that you fill out?
The form. Matt Payne or Kenny, does anybody have that handy? Know what that is? I know it's
you access it through your front office.
Is it on the front page?
Yeah.
Under what, products and services, or where would that be?
It's under, if you look on, I'm pulling it up so I can actually see it.
Actually, let me do this, guy. I'll go to my front page and Jill will walk me through this.
I've got you.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Boom, bang. So on your front page,
if you go to products for business, and then I believe it's utility bill or consultation request. You're right.
Yeah, here's the form right here, right?
Gotcha.
And then, so this is a little landing page. Yeah, who referred, here you go. Who referred you? Your ID number, the business name, Some of these things aren't mandatory. The state, the zip, industry, how many locations, right? So you might know that. Do you own your own buildings? And then you put your contact information here. This is you guys.
And then when we submit that, that goes directly to Joe. So we don't have to call.
Yeah, directly
Right.
to Joe.
So I don't have to call Joe and say, hey, Joe, you need to this, that, and the other.
No.
Okay.
So the information here is the client's information. It's the client's information, the contact, the chief operating officer, the VP, things of that nature.
Okay.
That's it. Simple as that.
All right. So that's where we go to fill it out. We just have a short script to do the whole situation. Okay. I just want to make sure that we can go through the steps from that standpoint.
100%. Yeah. Peak interest, fill out a form. And like I said, you can peak interest, fill out a form. If you guys need an in-between, somebody like myself or Matt Payne or Kenny Cloutier, there's a few of us, if you need us to escalate and explain a little, we can. But it's pretty simple. Now, obviously, like I said, we're growing fast here, so our time is stretched. So I want to make sure you guys have a bulletproof system, you know? Peak some interest, find out who's in charge, fill out that form. And if you need us to help escalate, we can do that.
Hey, that whole, if I save you a dime, you only paid me a nickel, that came from the Silver Fox. I want to give a big shout out.
Oh, okay. My main man. Any other questions, guys?
Brian, hi. I have a question regarding a restaurant owner that I know I'm friends with, and he owns multiple restaurants in the area. And I was having a conversation with him last night, and basically, I just started out, so I need to do all the fast track. I need to get that done. So I know that I need to focus on residential. However, with my friend here, I know he's hurting with all this going on.
Of course, yeah.
He expressed it to me. So I actually, because of the content I'm learning and the mindset and all that, I helped him, or I helped bring his vibration up, which feels amazing. So thank you, because it's helping me help others already. And so I would like to help him, and offer this to him. And one way I could do it is, I guess I could kind of just bring up both, right? Like the commercial, his businesses.
Yeah,
and
you can,
residential.
or we can help you at home. We can help your business. Yeah.
Home and okay.
So
because he's like, I lost $400,000 already since this started.
No, he did a good one. So if you can peak interest and get me on the phone with him, we can work that out.
All right, cool.
So even for business guys, can you see this page again? We have an overview, right? We have little videos and links and landing pages where you can educate people if you want to sit with him and open up your laptop. But the problem with that is, like I said, if these people all of a sudden see you as now you're a commercial energy expert, there might be a big disconnect. That's why I say it's a lot more effective to say, I just know something. I'm going to help you out because I'm your friend, but I don't know, right? So that's the thing. People will disconnect if you were doing, if you had a daycare one day and the next day you're like, hey, I'm a large commercial energy expert now. It's just going to be a little bit of a disconnect. That's the only reason why I say with the language. That's all. Make sense? All right. Anybody else before we wrap up?
One more question. How long do you think, when you get somebody on the phone, Jaleesa and I had a call the other day with a friend of mine, and it went really well. And you just never know where these things are going to go. So it was absolutely great. I just feel like we showed a lot of information. So do you recommend, typically, I guess it depends on how the call goes, but I think, one thing that we needed to do was check in more with her to make sure it's resonating with her. That was one thing we both noticed. But other than that, we were able to show her the whole platform as a Viva Pro consultant, which went amazing. And she ended up sharing her aspirations and where she wants to go in terms of business. So she's interested in becoming a consultant. And
now you're just getting to the finer points of sales. One of the biggest things people fail to do is just ask the question. So listen, we've chatted about this for an hour. Are you up for doing this together?
Right. Okay.
Well, I'm not sure. I'm here to answer questions. So what is it that you're not sure of?
You're not sure. Right.
And then
we checked in, like, can we show you this next thing? And we'll just show you how this looks and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I would ask that question. Are you up for doing this together? If not, what is it I can help you with? Well, I'm not really sure. Well, would you like to talk to a couple of customers of mine? Would you like to talk to some other pro members? Or come to Tuesday night, you can take a deeper dive. Would you like to talk to the the number 2 income earner for now, Nolan, for now. Right, so you just ask questions.
Exactly, yeah, Nolan.
You just ask questions. Hey, you're gonna have to contend with Whitney, man. She's, yeah.
Yeah. By the way, that call the other day, Whitney had said something that resonated with me so well. I started taking notes on it and I shared it with my team, with Jaleesa and Jazz. Whitney it was your call the other day for TIR, and Whitney had said her customer had asked her about her Viva business, and she went in and sharing about it. And
yeah,
one thing she said that sounded so good was, her customer said to her, well, how do you help people save money? Well, you know what she said? She said, how do you make money? And Whitney said, I help people save money on their bills, and people and businesses, by uploading their bills to the system. And then she's like, people are not going to stop paying their bills, their cell phone bills and their mortgage. And it's a very strong residual income, because she asked her twice. And then she said, it's a very strong residual income, and blah, 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 blah. And I love that, because, people are curious and they're trying to connect the dots.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that Whitney, answered it, I thought was very effective.
Good.
Because it resonated very well with our customers. So hopefully that helps other people too here.
Yeah.
Yo, Brian, I got a question for you.
Hey, what's up, brother? How you doing?
I'm good. Shout out to Nolan. Yo, so in reference to like people uploading utility bills, is there a listing of states that accept which bills? Like, for example, I've been talking to some potential customers and consultants, and
let me see if I can find that for you. I think
trying to figure out which utility bills we can actually upload.
I think
it actually does it when you're uploading the bills and you choose your state. It tells you in the drop down what bills.
Yeah, it'll do it that way. I'm just trying to. I know we have a list.
Yeah, I saw that, but like I've been like just on the fly having conversations with people, and that question kind of come up.
Oh, here you go. Can you guys see this?
Yeah.
So if you go to home and you go to personal, not commercial, but personal, you click on autopilot, it brings up this page. Here's the states that we can do residential electricity supply. Now, again, on the commercial side, large commercial, we do all 50 states. The transmission side on audits.
Is there a way to see what is available? Let's say like in Texas.
Yeah, just like Arande said, you go to click on enroll now. You enter residential. You click on Texas, and every single thing that we offer in Texas is going to come up here.
Okay, so just that listing there. Okay, I've seen that. Okay, I wasn't sure if there was something other than that.
You can do it on the app, yeah. This is the best way to do it. Just click on the state.
Yeah, I've seen this. I just wasn't sure if there was like a more exhaustive list.
No, not that I know of. It's other than the 10 states, because we offer everything in every single state except for electricity. It's only that one thing.
Okay.
So it's just got its own little category there, yeah. And then guys, if you're brand new, I would focus on cell phone and internet. Those are the 2 biggest bills. They're the 2 biggest savings. And everybody's got them. Like even 18-year-old kids got those. So you can build a massive, massive business just on those 2 bills. And then you ask people a little deep, well, do you have satellite radio? Do you have pest control? Do you have security? Do you have water delivery? Things like that. But if you lead with cell phone and internet, everybody's got those. So
right, Brian, I have a quick question.
All right, make it real quick. I got to run to another webinar.
Okay, just real quick. Between the consulting and pro, like, how do you kind of get people to understand the benefits outside? I know you get the products that come with it. But what's the difference from a bonus standpoint? Is there any difference?
Yes, because weekly base pay, you don't get weekly base pay. You don't get, what do you call it, generation pay, and you don't get the profit sharing. So as a consultant, you only get paid the first 2 ways.
Okay.
So there's a massive difference in compensation between a consultant and a pro. That's why I said, for me personally, guys, you guys can run your business how you want. If somebody wants to run a business, then we run a business as a pro. Other than that, I have customers and pros. That's all I have. But it's up to you guys,
Okay.
Right, real quick before we get off, anybody in the Smart Savers group, if you're getting your bills negotiated and you have some testimonials, we'd love to see them. If you get up there.
Hey, Matt, can you quickly, do you have the link real quick? You can drop the link. If not, maybe I can pull it up.
Someone will be quicker than me. I'm sure Lisa's.
Well, I think you have to invite people though. So
yeah, but
for those of you that are in Smart Savers, the leaders, make sure you're inviting your new people to the Smart Savers group, because it's a Facebook thing and it's a closed group, and only members can invite other members. So make sure you guys are inviting all your teams as part of that step. All right, guys, I got to run. Hopefully that has been impactful. Let's kick some butt this week. Make it a great week. Be well and God bless. We'll see you guys soon.
Have a good one, everybody. Yep.